Sunday with the crew. Causing a ruckus crew.
Causing a ruckus crew.
Shalom.
Matty, Lee, Lucas, as usual. Hope you guys were able to enjoy this gorgeous weather we had yesterday or today. Yesterday was not. Yesterday was shit.
Yeah.
Right? It rained yesterday.
Did it rain yesterday?
It was like you know what? It was shitty during the day, but it cleared up at night.
Yeah, that might be the case. Yeah, you're right. That's true. Matt was complaining that it was too hot today. He said it was a great day if it weren't so hot. I disagree.
Yeah, unless I was at the cottage.
I thought it was a perfect day.
Wasn't it humid though?
Still could be better.
Yeah, it was super humid.
It was a beautiful day.
To me,
fucking
I like when it's hot. I don't like when it's super humid though, where you just stand and you're getting drenched.
Weakness.
Yep.
Yo, I went for breakfast this morning, and I sat inside of a restaurant. It was fucking weird, man. It was nice, but it was fucking weird.
I had lunch in a restaurant today. Where'd you go?
Country Boy. It's in Kitchener.
Sorry,
No, they have good breakfast, man. Where'd you go?
I went to the Works today.
Oh, nice. That is good.
Yeah, so Nikki and I, so basically I was like, I'm going to get an elk burger. She's like, oh, what burger? I said, elk. She's like, oh, you eat an elk. They're so beautiful. I was like, cows are pretty, cows are pretty cool too, but they taste fucking good.
Is she body shaming cows? Because elks are skinny? Yeah, that's fucked.
I'll have to ask her to clarify what she knows. But then she's like, basically she was like, I said, what if I'm like, it's so good, try it. And she's like, no, I don't. I was like, what if I told you that when you put your order in, I have to ask them to make yours an upward queue?
Such a dick move.
I'd be so betrayed.
Such a dick move.
It's worth it. It's that good. It's that good. You never had an elk burger? Especially the Works one's pretty good, but if you've never had one, I highly recommend.
What's also pretty good if you ever get your hands on kangaroo sausage.
Apparently your audio, Matt, is trash.
My audio's trash?
That's what Carl.
You're very quiet to me.
No, sounds fine to me. Yeah, it says Matt's audio is low on YouTube, so is that on you, Lucas, to change?
Matt, just speak up.
I haven't changed anything with my mic since the last time we've done this. So.
Listen here.
And Lucas changed his mic settings when he's doing his farting ASMR channel. So he fucked with his setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I can do about it on my end for just you.
Is this better? Tell me if this is better.
Yeah, that's a little.
You sound louder to me.
Sure.
Carl, you guys know.
Yo, here's something I was thinking about when I was out having breakfast at a restaurant today. So, for anyone who doesn't know, everyone in Ontario should know, but who knows? Maybe someday someone outside of Ontario will be listening to us. But we are officially in step 3, so basically everything is open except there's limited capacities, right? So I'm thinking about strip clubs. And do you think like what do you think is gonna be more hype now? Like, I can imagine a girl being on stage. She takes off her top. Okay, some breasts, cool. She ends up taking off her underpants. She's fully naked. Okay, cool. And then she undoes her mask, and the crowd goes wild. Ah! Like, doesn't that sound so sick?
What if she undoes her undoes her mask and ruins the whole thing? Like, it's like.
Nah, because everyone's just.
Her face is the worst part.
She could be ugly as hell. It doesn't even matter. But everyone's just so excited to see her take that mask.
Do you think they have one? Do you think they have one that's attached like your earrings, so they just unclip part of the?
Oh, yo, that's sick. Yo,
like a veil. It's pretty sick.
It's got little tassels and shit. Instead of shaking their breasts, they just shake the mask.
So when they after
Dr. Zoidberg.
I was gonna say Davy Jones, but that's good too.
So after you like have like a lap dance before like they leave the room, do they sanitize? Like they just jump cannonball into like a bucket of sanitizer or something like that to get ready for the next client?
No, you know what it is? It's actually you know that game where you gotta hit the target so they fall in this. They've now added that to the strip clubs.
It's a big tub of Purell.
As part of the cost of the lap dance, you get to throw the ball at their target.
Yeah, I'm with Carl. Carl says open strip clubs, keep churches closed. I think we're...
And start taxing churches.
Did you say that?
No, I'm saying... I'm saying that.
Oh,
start taxing churches.
Yeah, hey. Why not? Yeah, I also heard apparently. So, you remember we saw those big lineups outside of the clubs in Port Credit and stuff, and we were wondering like how lame a club must be now with like half capacity and social distancing. Apparently, so my brother was telling me one of his coworkers went to a club on Friday, and it was jam packed. Like no one was social distancing, and no one was wearing masks. And I was like, oh shit! So like, our club's like pretty well fucking normal now.
Or did we just like throw? Did we just throw one of a club in Kitchener under the bus, and they're just gonna get shut down now?
Yeah, they're just gonna go check every.
Was that a club in Kitchener?
To be fair, he works in Guelph, so I have no fucking clue.
To me, it's for the best.
Oh, sorry,
right?
I assume Kitchener.
Yeah.
What? That is shut down a bar in Guelph?
No, that they're not doing any social distancing, or they don't care about it because, like, you know, they get infected.
They're already infected. They live in Kitchener.
It's the worst pandemic of them all. If you try to move out from Kitchener, they're like, "Hey, so you're buying this house? Where are you coming from? Kitchener? Oh, no.
You'll off the table.
Immediately sanitizing their hands. Right? I think the crowd would go wild though if a stripper took off her mask last. That's the last thing she takes off.
Is her like thong another mask? Like, is it all mask material?
Have you seen the people who like make full-on bikinis out of the medical masks? I feel like that's got to be the thing now at strip clubs. Have you not seen it though?
No, I haven't seen that.
Have you not seen it, or have you not done it? Because I do it every time I'm about to enter the shower.
Oh, that's what you wore at the cottage. That's what you were going for.
You're like, what's
Immediately dissolves when he jumps in the lake.
What if they pulled the trick where they pulled off their mask and underneath was another mask?
Oh shit! Yeah, the anticipation.
So the anticipation, it's another mask. But,
such a tease. It's such a tease.
What if all the strippers is there for, like, they go to take out their bra, it's like another bra underneath? Everyone's like, oh, this bitch is that.
It loses so much business. Yeah.
It's like, you know how like those Turkish ice cream people who like take the ice cream and they just keep like getting it back with a stick.
Yeah,
it's basically that, but in stripper version.
And then when she finally gets naked, she unzips the back and it's just a bodysuit, and she actually fully clothed underneath, and everyone's like, no, she was never naked.
Yeah, we might have just outed some strippers. We've identified their secrets. They're actually never naked.
Yeah. Fuck. That's why they're so okay with doing it. Damn.
We're just running Kitchener's business. We're exploiting everything that they have.
Yeah, Kitchener's economy is gonna crash.
Yeah, I was gonna say the EI in Kitchener's going. It's gonna skyrocket.
We have zero loyalty to Kitchener, which is our topic this week.
That's right.
Go on.
So I was gonna say, I mean, before we really dig into loyalty, but staying on topic of loyalty, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Actually, I think the clip only just got posted, but I called out Scarlett Johansson to a fight. She didn't bite. Weakling. I think she don't have Instagram. That's why. So the reason I bring this up for loyalty.
She doesn't have Instagram?
No, because I went to go tag her in the post, and she's like nowhere, so that's fine. But if we're talking about loyalty, she's like homeboys with Chris Evans, who does have Instagram. So
are you gonna call him out?
Chris Evans, fucking back your girl up, and let's fight for charity or something.
What if you end up fighting Chris Evans instead?
For charity? That's what I'm saying. Chris Evans better step in for her. And here's why. You're gonna
get choked out by Captain America. I hope he throws a shield at you mid-match.
It's a win-win for me. If I win, great. If I lose, it's Chris Evans. Who cares? No, but here's why. Because Chris Evans is the most handsome, perfect Captain America there is, and he just fucking gave up the shield. I'm pissed. I want to deal with it.
Dude, you know what's gonna happen, right? He's gonna choke you out, and while he's choking you out, he's gonna be on your left.
Fucking A. Guys, I'm telling you, it's a win-win. When we do that for charity, win-win-win.
Yeah, triple win. Can't go wrong with a triple win.
Triple wins are hard to come by, to be honest with you. I haven't really heard of them.
Can we get quadruple wins? How do we get another win? The fans win.
We'll stream it on our OnlyFans.
Watching Chris Evans fight some random brown dude from Mississauga.
Can you imagine?
And when they announce you, they're like, and Lee from Brampton. You're like, God damn
it. No!
From Kitchener.
Anywhere but there. Yo, would you be pissed if you one punch knocked you out?
No.
If he
I wouldn't be
Superman
pissed.
punched you, it's just square in the nostril.
I would
Like
not
to
be
the one
pissed.
like one of those where like you just went limp and like straight back like one of those.
No, I'm literally telling you, there's no losing in this at all. If Chris Evans beats the shit out of me, who cares?
What if he
His-
one punch uppercuts you like to the point that your feet actually come off the floor?
That would be amazing. Because I imagine like he smells really good, including his fists. So a half second before I KO, while his fist is right here, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, and then I'm out.
And then Emma's next new single, Lee's Dead.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. And she's dating Chris Evans. He would never stoop so low. Sorry. JK, he's a handsome man.
The headline would read: Chris Evans loses his mind, fights internet troll for zero charity money. Yeah, we don't raise any money. We actually owe money.
That's such a good headline. Why? What celebrity wouldn't want to take that?
True.
What are you guys
I'm gonna keep
drinking?
trying.
I'm drinking Crack Canoe, the new go-to.
Hey.
Oh, look at these bars, dude.
Yeah. Are you challenging someone to a rap battle?
Yeah, I just did.
He's also challenging Scarlett Johansson to a rap battle.
It's not Chris Evans rap battle. It's on.
I'm drinking this. I think it's pronounced Chicote. I don't know. Someone tell me.
Zycote.
Your Halloween costume on it? That's sick.
It's all right. I probably won't get it again.
Did you get it for the bottle?
Yes, obviously.
That's why he bought you that incredible vodka.
Yeah, I bought it just for the bottle and it fucking sucked.
Oh man.
Dude, we should do a PSA for that. Don't if you you don't have it, Lucas.
I don't
When
have
you
it.
get a picture of it, never buy it.
Yeah.
Never buy it.
If
Yeah.
it was like HP watermelon
if you ever
vodka.
see this pink liquid in a bottle that it looks really cool and it reads watermelon vodka, do not get it. It's the worst thing.
It tastes first of all very vodka-y, but then it tastes like that chemical fake watermelon taste, that artificial synthetic.
yeah.
It smells like
Yeah.
medicine.
Not good.
And they
Like
also
when you smelled it, you're like, oh, this is gonna be bad. It tastes worse than it smells.
Well,
That's
yeah.
not good.
they added a little splash of turpentine in there too. I
Yeah,
swear.
it sits like
fucking bad.
it just sits in your chest for like 5 minutes like rum does. Which is why I hate rum.
They're gonna fucking sue us for like defamation or something.
I
What if we get a
do
lifetime
critical
supply?
review, right?
No, I'm just kidding, obviously, for sure. We're just being honest. Whose joke of the week is
Lucas,
it?
what is
Oh,
it?
sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought you said.
Lucas,
what
what
are you
are you
drinking?
drinking?
Oh, I'm drinking the Sleeman Clear 2.0 peach again. I
How
got
come you didn't drink the nude drinks I bought you? I know they're excellent.
Those
I know
are
you're
probably
a
the
favorite.
worst vodka sodas I've had. No, see, saying I'd had all year would be bad. My entire life. I've never had such a shitty vodka soda my entire life. And you gave it to me for my birthday.
Yeah, Lee suggested it, and I was like, I don't know if he's gonna like it, but that's the last time I asked Lee what I should get.
I told him not to get him either of them. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna get him the watermelon vodka and these nudes. It's perfect. And I was like, no, Matt, don't.
I'm gonna fuck up his birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, yeah, Lucas got joke of the week. Let's hear it.
Oh, it's Lucas. Okay, yeah.
Let's see what you
all right.
got. Which face?
What do you call a cow with 3 legs?
What?
Lean beef. What do you call a cow with no legs?
What?
Ground beef. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? Your mom.
That's
That was a pretty good one. I like it. I like it.
I've never heard that one before.
It started on such a bad start.
Yeah, I
was like,
knew that. I was like,
dude,
yo,
dude, this sucks. But yeah, no, that was a fantastic save. I'll drink to that.
Yeah, it's the entire joke sucks up until the last 2 words.
So you get people's moms involved. Oh man, that's funny.
yeah, that's pretty good. I've never heard that one.
And speaking of loyalty,
Cheers.
loyal to the mom, to the cow with 2 legs. Cheers. I'll take a half shot
Woo.
for you guys.
He said, perhaps it was the first one that actually made him genuinely laugh. Here's the thing. I swear you said that about Lee's joke last week.
Yeah, you said it was the best one. What do you, get the fuck out of here, Carl, you liar.
Yeah, you guys trying to play everyone's. He's trying to toot everyone's horn. See, that was great. That was excellent. Lucas is the best I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Matt, he's like Matt. Oh, Matt, you're Matt.
Every,
Lee.
yeah. Every week is the best week. I doesn't remember he was fucking lit last Sunday.
All right, let's talk loyalty. And we were initially going to do this loyalty in a relationship, but now we figured it's broad enough that you can just talk about it in the sense of just in your life.
It's loyalty, yeah.
And is it something you value? The other thing I think that's cool is I think loyalty is very big in terms of like a profession, like a career, not necessarily to companies. So I think in the past, loyalty to companies was valued far more than it is nowadays. Like people would be like, I worked at the same place for like 30 years.
Oh,
And that like it's something to be proud of for sure. But I feel like in today's world, like it's not as common anymore that you see that. Like I feel like people are they leave companies because I feel like the easiest way to move up is typically by going out externally to move into the next step.
Yeah.
Unless a company's trying to build around you, which if you're part of one of those companies, then that's awesome. But I feel like to move up, people aren't as loyal to their companies as they were, let's say like 20 years ago.
To dovetail off that, for sure, is that so? When I was in school, because we were talking about this, and we're talking about like loyalty I guess we'll call it loyalty in the workplace. Yeah, if you are working at somewhere for 10 years, let's say a good example is I know people who like worked warehouse jobs for 10 plus years, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if your resume is only you had 10 years in one place, and then you're an associate, and then you try to come to me, and I'll be like, so why were you never up for promotion within these 10 years? And it could be very well that there was never a position opening because all those team leads and managers were also there for 10 years, and the warehouse didn't expand. But it does make your resume look stagnant. It makes you look stagnant if
there's no development.
They say 5 to 7 years at a place at a given time, unless you are promoted or your title has a change. Otherwise, they say ideally for professional standpoint, and even just for I guess your own even for mental health reasons, you should be going and getting like a change, unless you absolutely love it there, obviously. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely the development piece. Like if I see that on resumes where someone's been at the same place, if I'm looking to hire for like my team, yeah, I would say like 10 years, but you've never developed. Like one, what did the company does not see anything, and two, like why didn't you pursue something?
Yeah.
Or like look outside to move up. Again, I think it was something that was valued a lot more in the past than it is now. But I wanted spin off of that is loyalty amongst like colleagues or like your leaders, like your senior leadership, let's say, I think is very important because if you have a great relationship, you're loyal to, let's say, your boss, and they move to another company that an opportunity that opens up there, you have that kind of connection, and they like you've built like that type of loyal relationship that like you can trust me with work. I feel like it opens up doors for progressing at a faster rate. Then if you had you're coming into a company with no ties to anyone. It's like one of those like the more people kind of thing, which I kind of tie to loyalty.
Okay, because I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, how does loyalty come into play with that? Like, I mean, in that exact scenario that you just put forth, like your boss moves to another company and he kind of maybe poaches you, or he finds an opportunity and says, hey, like, yo, you want to come help us out because I know we work well together. Like, I mean, so many factors there. Like, maybe you're just a good employee. Like, where does loyalty come in as
I guess because it's like that's a good, like, I'm trying to figure out how I'm trying to word my point. It's like maybe loyalty is not the right. I just kind of tie it together where it's like you can trust that like I'm not gonna use this like in any way like against you. You know what I mean? Like I'm never gonna try to.
Yeah, and maybe that I know that you'll put in your best effort
because my name's on the line.
Exactly. Yeah, that's fair. I dig that.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you want to keep going on that point? Like, did you have something else to say? I don't know if I can.
No, that was kind of it.
Oh, okay. As far as like a or just loyalty as a whole to you, as a person, is that an important feature that you look for, or characteristic, I should say, that you look for in people?
That's also an interesting point. Like, loyalty in what sense?
Okay, let's take a step back. What is loyalty to you?
Because yeah, I'm the kind of person where it's like I'll literally believe anything anyone tells me. Like I'm not stupid, but I mean, like if someone says like this happened, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna take your word for it because like I believe you'd have no reason to lie to me about something.
Yeah, until you give me a reason to not believe you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, oh, that's like,
Sure.
yeah, that's cool. You tell me a story about something that happened. That's cool. Like, you know,
Yeah.
doesn't bother me. But even if I find like if people are lying, it would be just like, yeah, like why you got like you gotta lie to me? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to impress me. Like, I'm not gonna treat you any different in that sense. But I guess it's for me. It's if just knowing that people have like the people that I look out for and have good into like my best wishes and good intentions for. If they reciprocate that, then like I'm like I'd appreciate. Like I don't think it's like a super important thing, at least to me, in terms of like just general. Obviously, relationships, like
Well,
yeah, it's got to be there. But in terms of like close friends, like I don't know, because if loyalty in any way like induces some type of like drama, I'm like I don't have to. So I would rather just if there's gonna be issues, then like sorry, like I just don't have time.
Well, that's where I'd kind of consider loyalty to be like if I was loyal to my friends, I would try to not put them in dramatic areas where they would have to be tested for it. Does that make sense? Like,
what do you mean?
So if let's say okay, so let's put us in a perspective. Let's say I have two groups of friends. I have you guys, and I have some like other groups that let's say are more acquaintances to me. Like they're just kind of like they're fresh friends. Like if we were to go into a party, and you guys were to clash heads, my loyalty would stand in. I guess would I be looking out for loyalty, or would I look
that mean?
Or would I be looking out for the event and be like, okay, like, but you guys, like, if you guys were the ones to start the drama, I would be like, yo, what's going on? Where to them, I don't have a loyalty formed yet. I would most likely just kick them out.
So what is when you say you have like what does that mean? Like what are you saying? You know what I mean?
For loyalty? Okay. I guess in that standpoint, for me, loyalty would be more.
Like who do you side with?
I wouldn't say who I side with. I'd say the way I handle the situation. For you, if it was that group, since I don't know them as much, I don't have a loyalty. Like I don't have a bond with them or like a friendship well established. I don't really have a lot of loyalty for them. It's like, well, if you guys are starting drama and I just met, like, you guys can fuck off. Or if you guys start drama at my house, there would be an opportunity there where I wouldn't just be like, yo, get the fuck out of here, obviously.
So the people you'd have more tolerance and maybe faith in?
Right, because I would know from the time spent and the loyalty established that I'm like, okay, like, I know, like, these people aren't always like that, and I know, like, that I would have your guys' back because we've known each other for so long. Right?
Yeah, fair.
So would you guys say like loyalty is more like in terms of a friendship standpoint? Would you say it's because you've known someone for so long that loyalty is built, or because the actions that make it built?
I think it's the actions, because the way I look at loyalty is people who will, like certain characteristics that would be attributed to loyalty for me are people who look out for my best interests despite what I want to hear. For example, if I'm going down the wrong path and maybe I'm too blind to see it, like you're gonna tell me what's up whether I want to hear it or not. Like people who got my back, people who will not give up on me when I do fuck up, coach me in the right direction. When I do hit a rough patch, they say, like it's not, Lee was off tonight. Like, it's not like Lee did something stupid. Like, fuck that guy. Like, I don't kind of don't want to be around Lee anymore, but like, you're there when I'm down and you're there through thick and thin. And I mean, to reiterate, just looking out for my best interests despite what I want to hear.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, sorry, I really need that water. Yeah, as I was talking about it on a friendship perspective. So, is that something important that you look out for in people as your friends? Like when you're bringing people into your crew or your group and stuff, is that a feature characteristic that you actively look for?
For me, I would more so like if I'm in a friendship perspective rather than loyalty, I think the first thing I would look for is intent. Like, are those the kind of people that talk behind everyone's back when they're not around? Because eventually that means it comes full circle back to you, right? And then it's more so, do we click? And then after that, I would say loyalty is, something that would make it a foundation of how long that would last. Right? I have a lot of friends who I haven't spoken to in years, but I know, like, they'll still send me memes. I'll still tag them and stuff because I'm like, yo, like, like, you'd find this funny and we can get together, and it's like nothing ever happened because we have that, like, that bond established from time.
Sorry.
Right? But also actions where it's like, I knew, like, we went through, like, the same shit together, whether it was, like, work friends that you make along the way from other jobs and stuff. So
yeah, I don't know if it's something I prioritize in friends. I think it's something that it's like, it just naturally will build up over time with the right people, which I guess maybe I'm subconsciously looking for that, but, like, it's not something that I would say I put a whole lot of, like, value in, because I don't know, maybe it's because the way that I'm kind of just like, I'm gonna do my thing, and like you said, like, I appreciate if people are like, you know what, like, I don't know if this is the right thing, but, like, ultimately at the end of the day, I'm still like, I value that feedback, but it's more so like, I kind of know what I want to do and what I'm gonna do to get there. So it's like, I never, like, until we were just, like, thinking about this today, and, like, the whole, like, I don't know if from a friend's perspective it's something that I find extreme, like, it's necessary for me to be friends with someone, like, they've got to be loyal to me. It's like, not really, like, I don't think so. Because it depends, again, like, what would be something that this person does that you would see as, like, unloyal? Like, is that the opposite of loyal? Someone who's unloyal?
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, it's like someone, like, speaks negative about me. Like, at the end of the day, that's the kind of stuff that doesn't really bother me anyways.
Yeah.
So I don't, like, maybe it would be a little bit, like, odd, like, oh, like, I wouldn't expect Lukasz to say that, but it's like,
well,
am I going to confront him about it? Like, I don't think so.
I think it also boils down to the severity, maybe too harsh or too heavy of a word for this, but sure. It depends on the situation. Like, for example, Lukasz talking shit about you. We all talk shit about each other, and we all enjoy it. Like, that's part of our friendship, right? But then if Lukasz went and talked shit about you in a way that could seriously impede your work career or maybe your relationship, like where it actually
maybe,
that's where it's like,
maybe,
whoa, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why would you do that to one of our homies?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, in that perspective, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm with you though. Like, I greatly appreciate loyalty within friends.
Yeah.
I appreciate that stuff, but that's not something I actively look for in friends. Like, for example, the three of us, unspoken, we're ride or die for each other. Like, if any one of us needs,
whoa, don't put words in my mouth, bro.
You are ride or die for me. You don't have a choice, or else you're dead. So, no, but, like, seriously, I feel like if any of us are really in a pickle, we know we can call anyone in this chat, and we got each other's back all day and night. But that's not something, like, I wouldn't not be your friend for that. Like, I love it, I appreciate it, but I mean,
it's not like a critical aspect.
No.
It's a nice to have, but it's not
Which
like
is
that's a
weird.
reason I'm your friend.
Because the three of us, I mean, I won't mention names, and maybe you guys can decipher who I'm talking about here, but the three of us had a mutual friend before who was so big on loyalty. And I remember before, when him and I were talking about it, he was like, he was talking about, like, how his last group of friends he kind of cut off because they weren't loyal friends. And one of the examples he gave me is one of his female friends was going on a trip to somewhere, and they had left for the trip, and he messaged them like, hey, like, you want to hang out this weekend? They're like, oh, I'm in, let's call it San Francisco for the sake of the story. He's like, hey, want to hang out this weekend? They're like, oh, I'm in San Francisco now. And he's like, what? You didn't tell me when you left? Like, I would have wished you a good trip and stuff. Like, what? That's not a loyal friend. Like, why wouldn't you say bye to me and stuff? And, like, cut them off. And I was like, what? Like,
I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like, that would not phase me in this. I would have just been like, oh, fuck, have fun. Like, sick. Like, post some pics.
Cool.
I want to see.
That's sick.
Good for you. Like, oh, what? Like, you didn't tell me, your friend, that you were going on vacation? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, bro. How can you like? It's fucked.
Yeah, what time's your flight, Matt? Why didn't you tell me when you boarded that plane? What the fuck?
You have to keep me in the loop on all of your plans.
I think it's also though
my loyal friend.
I'm going to bed after this podcast, just so you know. Like,
Thank
don't. So I'm loyal to you.
Text me before you get home.
I think it's also
There you go, Jose.
the way you are friends with someone, because like our group of friends are very much like we genuinely text each other only when we want to get together, or like we need, like, I wouldn't say we
Yeah.
need something, but it's like, yo bro, like
I
did my
don't-
mail come in, or yo check this out. But not like we text, yo, how's your day going? Where I know groups of friends who like legit text each other like they're in a relationship. Like,
Yeah,
hey, what are you
I-
eating?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, stop.
See, and I'm curious. Like, is this? I don't mean this to come off second, but is that a thing that's bigger in like groups of female friends than it is? Like, again, to that point, I don't think anyone that I don't think I speak to like anyone on a daily basis other than me. But outside of that, like, no. Like, I don't.
Honestly, even still, like with my wife to be and stuff, there are days where we might text like 3 or 4 times, like back and forth on like important information, like, hey yo, like Phil needs food. Oh yeah, cool, I'll bring it over, like whatever, and then we settle it, and that's that. Like, I know I'll see you tomorrow. Like, it's not that big a deal. So like, yeah, I'm with you on that too. Like, is it a female thing? Because like my phone is so fucking dry. Like, I don't text people. Like, it just doesn't really happen.
I even removed apps like Snapchat. Like, I completely removed it because I'm like, yo, like this is like, it's just it got annoying. It's like I don't need to see this person's face every day for the new selfie. I'm over it.
Yeah.
See, you're not loyal. You're not fucking loyal.
Yeah,
You gotta
suck,
like
dude.
you gotta like those. Okay, actually, that takes me.
But
to
what if that was testing my loyalty, because seeing their face was starting to make me not be loyal. So I had to do that to keep the loyalty in check. So I had to remove the app.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's like
okay.
repeated. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
That's fair.
so you had to keep your loyalty by not being loyal. This is a conundrum. Okay, did we? I don't know. Maybe we spoke about this before. Stop
Carl
me if
did
we
throw a
have.
scenario as well.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Scenario: you go to a party with a buddy. You're having the worst time, and your buddy is having a great time. You want to leave. If your buddy stays, is that disloyal?
If your buddy stays,
No, God, no.
No.
Fuck it.
I'd
We're
prefer him to
grown
stay.
adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, I'm not feeling like I'm not having a hot time. You know, it looks like you're having a good time. I'm gonna bounce.
If anything,
Um,
and I agree, like, you're adults, go do whatever you want to do. I don't think there's any disloyalty. But if anything, I feel like the disloyalty would be the guy who wants to leave. If the other guy's like, no, like, I want to stay, but like, I don't have any friends
and he
here.
makes him. Oh,
And
And
makes
the other
you
guy's
leave?
like, the other guy's like, fuck you, like, I'm leaving anyways. And you're like, well, what the fuck? Like, I still don't think that's disloyal. But if the guy's like, I'm having a blast, like, go ahead, see ya. That's a win-win. Everybody wins there.
yeah. And I think too, like I thought you were gonna say that. I think it would be like disloyal if I was like, no, I'm not having a good time. I want to leave. Like, really.
Yeah,
And you make
yeah.
that person leave. I would say that's
That too. Yeah.
that or you bum your friend out as well because you're not having a good time. You're like, yo, I'm not having a good time. You can't have a
Oh,
good time.
you can't have a good time.
That's the
either.
worst one.
Well, that's
Yeah.
just, sounds like a toxic partner.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
are the worst.
absolutely. Yeah, I'm the kind of guy who I'll make the best of every situation, man. Like, Luke's and I, we went to was Matt there? Matt, you may have been there. No, I think it was just Luke's and I. We went to a coworker's DJing party.
You didn't
Oh yes,
invite me?
yes,
that's
I remember. We went.
I don't remember. I think Lucas got invited. He brought me as his +1, and it was
Yeah,
just
that's-
like, it would have been a sick party if we were on drugs,
Yes,
but we weren't, and it was just like, oh my god, like, this is.
it was like deep house trance. Everyone was on drugs. We were the only ones sober.
only sober
and,
people.
and we
yeah.
had 2 other coworkers who were also sober, and all 4 of us literally were just in a square talking, and there's literally people like a Congo line of people grinding each other like around, and I was
Yeah.
like, yo, they look like they're having fun, so I'm not gonna disrupt it, but like, damn, I wish I was on that level to like enjoy it.
Right?
But,
But
I
no,
just
we
think-
still
yeah,
we made the best of our night still.
yeah,
like,
true.
Yeah, like, we
That's
were.
interesting.
It was a weird night. It was definitely a weird night. Yeah. So sorry. I don't know if we brought this up on the podcast before. Stop me if we did. But if your partner posts stuff, let's say on Instagram, if you don't like their photos, is that disloyal? Like, is liking their photos a sign of loyalty?
No. I don't really like any photos, to be honest. Then I regret it
This
later.
guy just hates the world. The
Yeah,
world's
no,
a
he just
dark,
doesn't like
cold
photos. He only likes
Yeah, just-
videos.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, I don't like the whole concept of likes, because it's like, especially when people post, like, someone passes away, like, I don't want to
Yeah.
like that.
No, yeah, but
I
you want to
don't
show
know.
solidarity. So
That's
like,
that's
this is
like
weird.
that's why Facebook has like the reactions, and it makes it even worse because I'm like, yo, am I choosing the right reaction to this? It's a cry one, there's a sad one, and they're two different ones. I'm like, which one do I do? The cry one? Am I being overly simple? It's like, why are there all these options now? It's gone stupid.
It gets real fucking. It gets
Yeah,
mixed up there.
someone writes a post
Yeah, like
about their
I wish there was like a I acknowledge your and like feel your I feel you. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
basically what liking is.
no, that's not at all. I
Not
don't
always.
like that's happened.
Yeah,
Like, I'm thinking of it, especially like negative scenarios where I want to show support, but I don't want to be like, I like this. Like,
yeah.
to me, that's weird.
And also like there'll be posts and stuff where I see like big tragedies like school bus blows up, and I want to save it so that I can refer to it later. So I want to save it in my life. I'm like, I don't like anything about
No, bookmark
this.
it. Bookmark it.
Oh,
It's the-
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just been liking all these tragic events.
People are looking at your profile they're like, this guy likes the darkest
This
shit.
guy's
This guy's
fucked,
fucked.
yeah.
He's just literally like
Yeah,
scrolling like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's my whole take on like Instagram likes is I don't like them.
There's a screenshot of a chat I saw once where someone like messages their mom and they're like, oh, like grandma just passed away, and the mom writes back lol in capital like LOL, and she's like, mom, what the fuck? She's like, I thought LOL meant lots of love.
Right.
She's like, no, it means laugh out loud. What the fuck? It's like, so it's like it's those kinds of situations that kind of
Yeah, it's like
when I
misinterpret like
it. Yeah.
yeah.
But at the same time, like if it's a personal tragic event, like for example, like a death or something, kind of that like you mentioned, why are you putting that on social media in the first place? Like I mean, other than like Facebook, I get it because you might be notifying relatives who aren't in the country, so you want everyone to know. So people are like, oh shit, yeah, like this, oh damn, whatever, my condolences. But like for example, Instagram and stuff like that, I don't know, maybe I'm ignorant here, but why are you putting that shit on Instagram?
I mean, we can go to a whole topic about
That's
like
true.
how even
That's
just
true.
like people posting Happy Mother's Day to their moms and not saying it in person and stuff. Like anyway, okay, so let me give you a situation since we're on an Instagram topic to do with loyalty. If you are in a relationship and you have or you follow someone who posts a provocative picture or like a bikini stuff, if
No,
you
you're talking about
you
my-
liking
my
that is
private
that
page.
you being disloyal?
Liking it?
Yeah.
And you know the person?
You know this person?
Yeah, you know this person.
Like personally? Okay.
I'll give you my take really quick because, so I happen to have I think like 3 or 4 friends who became models since I've known them. Like I started off I just knew them from high school. They became models, so now they post a lot of bikini photos and stuff like that. And it's like I feel guilty sometimes. I'm like I can't like I want to support my friend, but they post the last 5 photos in a row were bikini photos, and I don't want to like it because people are gonna think the wrong thing of it. So I get almost self-conscious.
Well,
like,
the
I
only
almost seem
people
disloyal.
that you should that would only be something you discuss with your partner and be like, listen, if they bring it up, be like, this is why I'm doing this. Like I don't want it
Spank
to be
bank.
like a
Exactly.
whereas it's like like other than that, like does it matter? Like who else are you referring to anyone else in general about shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I don't even know
sorry.
what you're going with. Like I'm trying to help you out. I don't know.
I don't know. Hold on. Fuck. I don't know. I lost it, my bad.
Perfect. You're not even loyal to your own sentence.
No, that's fucked. That's fucked.
Well, I'm with Matt on the beginning of this thing. Like, I feel like the only important people involved are you and your partner.
Oh, yeah, that was what I was gonna say. Sorry, is that if when you say other people are gonna see what you like who are those? Like, you mean people randomly on Instagram that are gonna be like, look at your. Remember when that was a thing? Is that still a thing? Where like I could go look at Lucas's. I could see everything like your activity, like
yeah,
who's.
I don't think so.
That still like I
I
think they
don't know.
changed that.
But
Yeah, I think they removed that for this exact
so
purpose.
okay, so I'll give you.
Same with Snapchat. Remember when Snapchat had like who your top 3 best friends
Right?
were?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, yeah, looking back, yeah, that probably caused a lot of issues.
Why aren't you my best friend? What?
Yeah, I had ex-girlfriends in the past that were like
yeah,
that.
I have
Like,
Tito as
now
my.
we're no longer the best friends. What's going? Like, who else are you snapping? I was like, fuck. Some people only message me on Snapchat. Like, that's like I can't control that.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I have one of our coworkers. His name is Tito. I had him since like 2008 as my uncle on Facebook. He's my age. I don't know.
Weird.
Wait, what's the, are you loyal? Are you
Yeah,
loyal
it's
to each other?
family.
Nothing
Don't.
stronger than.
Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it.
That's a good segue into a point I have about. Sorry, actually, let's say this. Carl said it depends on your intent and how you think your partner and would feels. What the hell was that? Depends on your intent and how things
Because your partner would feels out it, it feels wrong. If it feels wrong. Carl, man. He
I
corrected
think
himself.
saying, like, it
Think
depends-
Dom. Dom.
Well, I think
He's on the Internet Explorer.
I think he's trying to say that it depends how your partner feels, and if
Right.
you know that they don't like it, and you're still doing it.
Yeah. If you're intent,
And I would
if
say
you-
that's like a breach of loyalty.
or if you have a
I want-
bad intent. Yeah, I got you.
I want to drink what Carl's drinking.
Yeah, exactly. That sentence was. I think I almost had a stroke. Thinking that.
Are you okay? Are you okay, Carl?
He just yelled at Dom.
Yeah. He's trying to call for his mom. That's.
His mom is Dom. Yeah,
Mom
that's weird.
Toretto.
Yo, Carl's mom. Yeah. You were saying.
I was gonna say to build off of that point. In my books, let me know if you guys are on the same page. That being family does not automatically mean someone is loyal. I think
Let me
Those-
check.
you
Check my
still
books
have
the
to be
same.
loyal. Like you still have
Yes.
to be. Still gotta like build that. Like I'm not just because you're family. I'm not default gonna be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and again, loyalty is interpreted in whatever you want.
Well,
but it's
even
like-
just a bond or a relationship. Like your blood don't mean shit to me. I don't care if we
Yeah,
have the
agreed.
same blood. Like
Agreed.
fuck you. It's all about the relationship.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you
100%
entirely.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think because you don't get to choose your blood, where you get to choose your friends, right? And that's why there's some times where might have a better relationship with a friend than any other family member you might have. Like I know people like that too, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever went through the same thing, but I know for myself, like when I was really young, like in elementary school and stuff, I had friends in school, but like I never did things with my friends outside of school, because to me that was family time. And when I was a kid, family was everything, and friends were just for school. And then I got into,
Are you from Fast and Furious, bro? With that?
yeah,
He's everything.
dumb. But then in like middle school and high school, I kind of did like a little bit of a shift, and I would always hang out with my friends outside of school and family. That's where I kind of came to that conclusion of like blood don't mean shit. It's all about the relationships. But then now I think I'm at like the perfect balance of like, it's not about friends or family. It's entirely relationships with people, and I've got like the best of both worlds. Like I've got these family members who mean everything to me, and I've got friends who are basically it might as well be family to me.
right.
Yeah, you're
don't
quoting
know
a lot of. You're quoting a lot of like TV shows. You just Hannah Montana, you get the best of both worlds. Because on a roll.
I had a whole script.
Yeah.
I had a script for that.
all movie and TV puns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm in the same way. I've talked to Kel a lot about this too. It's more like, we've had falling outs with some people in our family because it's just like over stupid shit. Where it's like, if that's something that shouldn't have been as big of a problem, but it is. Like, just because we're family doesn't mean
Or
I owe you anything, or vice versa.
This guy's calling me out on Fast and Furious. You look like you're dressed like Dom right now. fucking
Yeah,
fucking tank top and his chain.
Because loyalty, dude, loyalty, family,
That's it.
nothing stronger.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Um,
you also run into situations where certain things your family would do, and you're like, yo, like my friends would never do this to me. Like something negative, let's say. Like, yo, my
Yeah.
friends wouldn't do this to me. What the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah.
our family, like, why are they
Like kick you out.
Yeah, that's sure.
sure?
I mean, unless your friends would too, then kind of just sucks.
Then it's like,
Yeah,
maybe you
yeah,
should do
your
some,
life sucks.
do some self-reflection before you keep moving into other places. Then
Yeah, you gotta figure
Yeah.
your shit out, homie.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, with family, like, what does it mean then? Is it like, again, in the context of family, what exactly? Where's the loyalty aspect fall in there? Like the same thing we talked about before, like having the best intentions at heart, and giving feedback when it's critical.
I'd say so. And I hold my now. I mean, my standard changed a lot, but now I hold absolutely everybody to the same standard, whether it be a stranger, whether it be a family member. Like everyone's at the same standard, and that's where I'll make my calls and stuff on our relationship, our loyalty, Yeah, and like just the dynamic of our bonds, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I think that totally get that.
No,
Nobody Lucas anything.
well, okay. Well, I was gonna shift gears, but before we do that, I don't know. I'd say I'm the same way. Like I've definitely have family members who I'm not in contact with because, quite honestly, just the people they are. Like I have no loyalty to them. Like I wouldn't even invite them to my wedding, right? Of like family members who I've. It's not like I've not been in connection with them. It's like these could be direct cousins, and it's like, well, I have like billion other friends I'd much prefer have there, and I knew would be way more supportive if I got married, for example. So
So I want to spin off of that. So does loyalty directly relate to who you like when you think of an event like a wedding? Is that where people you think loyalty comes into play? Like these are people who you're loyal to, and do you think there are people who feel betrayed that you didn't invite
yes,
them because they're gonna be like, I thought you were loyal, and you didn't even invite me to your wedding.
Yeah, and I can give you an exact example of that. Is there's one of my cousins who, there's no hard feelings whatsoever.
Yeah, it's your day.
Nothing.
It's not.
Yeah, and like her and I haven't legitimately in the past 15 years, we've maybe exchanged 3 sentences, and I'm fine with that. Whatever, life happens. I don't hold it against her. Like, so what? We don't have a relationship. So be it. So I sent out my invites. She wasn't on the list because it's my day, and I want to hang out with not people who just, oh, these people have to be there because they share the same blood as you. Like, no, I want to be there with people who want to celebrate with me and who I want to celebrate with. Like, I don't want to do any party favors. But then she like reached out to me and she was like, "Oh, like I didn't get invited. Like, what the heck? Like, I'm kind of hurt." And I was like, "I'm gonna be straight up with you. I didn't think we had a relationship, so why the hell would I invite you? Like, again, no hard feelings, but like, I'm just gonna invite everybody now."
yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like that's like, I don't know, is it like super narcissistic and self-entitled to just assume you should be everywhere?
I think that kind of goes more on that person than anything because they're trying to force something that's just not there. Like you shouldn't ever have to invite someone because you feel obligated to, especially a wedding. You want to invite people who want the best for you, who want to celebrate, and who want to like, who want the best for you there. Like they're happy for you. You have history with them. They've seen growth in both relationships, right? Or people you've just known for so long that you know that they want the best for you. And it's like someone who you literally don't know their intention, just to invite them because your family's like, yo, you should probably invite them out of courtesy. Fuck that. Because
Yeah,
that
what
person's
about-
also probably not
okay.
gonna gift you.
Oh. What do you think anyone move it like so? I guess this would be an interesting question. So, are there going to be people that come to your wedding that, let's say, have not met Emma, or from Emma's side have not met you? And like, would it be weird for that to be a scenario if that's the case?
So you see, yes, I try to keep it as like, yeah, if you haven't met Emma, why should you come here? And there are exceptions. Though. There are exceptions to some people, even on her side too. Like if they live in Barbados and we just haven't met yet, but they are important.
Yeah.
For example, like her
Yeah,
grandparents.
fair,
Like
fair, fair. Yeah,
obviously, like I'm fine with meeting you there. You
Yeah.
don't have to be. But there are definitely some people who I haven't invited who. Are my friends and stuff, but I'm just like, yo, you haven't met Emma, and like you haven't, like, or even if you have, like you shook her hand once, like, no, you're not part of the relationship. Like, I'm sorry, like we can hang out some other time, but like the wedding is about us. Like it
Yeah.
should be the people who care about this relationship, if anyone does care about it. But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm with you on that. If you haven't met her,
Like
you
you're probably not going to come
really
to the
be
wedding.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's gonna be people like that too who are gonna be upset about, are gonna be mad that they didn't get invited to the wedding, and even if they did, they probably just would continue the same relationship they had going with you from before, right after that wedding too, where they like, great wedding, I'll not really talk to you ever again, kind of deal. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah,
What allegiance do I have
that's,
for you? What loyalty do I have for you?
Yeah, I really don't want
I
anyone
agree
at my
with that.
wedding who I feel like I have to force a conversation with. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm being a diva and I'm asking for too much, but like, I want every single person who's there is someone who I can sit and have a conversation with. Sorry, I'm boring, Matt, but
No, okay, no, fuck.
someone who I can have a conversation with, or who I've had a conversation with before. Like, there's some people who, again, I've exchanged maybe 10 words with you in my whole life, but I guess you're a relative, so you feel entitled to be there. Like, I don't fucking really know you, and you don't know a goddamn thing about me. Do you even know what
You
I do
don't
for
know
work?
me. You don't
Yeah.
fucking know
don't
me.
fucking know me.
And always starts off with, "Oh, are you still at that job you did like 4 years ago or 5
Yeah,
years
exactly,
ago?"
right? Yeah. Or they call me by my brother's name, and I'm like, all right, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck was
Dude,
that?
that's my mom. Do I
Fuck
uninvite her
was
from the
that?
wedding?
Yeah, basically.
No, but
No,
your mom
can
does
we-
it because she hopes you were Camille.
She's like, Camille, aw.
Fuck.
Instantly, aw.
Do you,
Where's the other brother?
Yeah.
I want to. Sorry, Carl said. I don't know if this was.
You said
I don't know what
100.
this. But no, before that, I don't know what this was in context to. He said K, a bunch of exclamation marks. He just proposed. Congratulations. I don't know if that was like a response, like a simulated response from like a cousin or something.
No.
I don't know.
I believe that's according to our moderator. Since Lucas was talking about getting married, Carl is assuming Lucas popped the question. Is this true?
No.
Oh. Okay.
With who? My dad? There's loyalty.
Is it? What? Congratulations, man.
So happy.
When's the big day?
Every day.
Whoa, why is it a big day, dude? That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's
Oh,
fun.
we talk loyalty a lot about like very serious topics. I'm gonna change it a little bit. Do you have loyalty to anything that's like inanimate? So like let's say brand loyalty or product loyalty or something that when someone shit talks a brand, you're like, yo, don't shit talk Tommy Hilfiger. I love Tommy Hilfiger. Get the fuck out of here. Like, do you have anything like that?
That's a
great
good
one.
point. Yeah, so I would say with PC parts, I typically only buy Intel for my processors and NVIDIA for my graphics cards, and I've never strayed from that. Clothes, brands, lately I'd say Jack and Jones, like that whole bestseller line, those different stores under bestseller. That's been kind of like my go-to for clothes. I typically have shopped from there.
So
all my pants.
So,
shit,
but
probably.
if someone were to shit talk that brand, would you defend it?
It's should talk in what way?
Like, yo, Jack Jones sucks, and your shirt's ugly.
I would just be like, well, one, you have bad taste, and two, it's like, sorry, you had a shitty experience. I have not had one yet, so
Fucking
It's up
wrecked
to
them.
you.
Nice work.
Wow,
fucking
Matty,
wrecked.
wow, Matty was so PR
Crushed
about
them.
it.
Yeah.
Fucking potatoes. I don't know that I have a brand. Like, I mean, like for example, tequila. Everyone's like, oh, tequila fucking sucks. Fuck you. Grow taste buds.
can you just grow them?
Mm,
Or are you
Ripple?
saying like grow taste, bud?
yeah, that's it. Can you grow that too? I mean, I suppose. Yeah, other than that, I don't think I really have anything I'm loyal to. PlayStation. Hell yeah. I'm loyal to PlayStation. As far as consoles go. That's about it.
That's weak, dude.
There's nothing like that I'm
PlayStation's trash.
okay.
So when we talk brand loyalty, we don't really think that there's actual loyalty to it. But if you're someone like, let's say you only shop at this, for example, I would say like for me it would be like Superstore or like as a grocery store, I would consider myself brand loyal for the fact that I go there every week. I use my PC points while I'm there.
Yeah, but but there's an incentive too.
But
It'd be the same as if you were like an advocate for like if you were sponsored by Nike. Like I assume you wouldn't go buy other shit other than say Nike.
Right, but for me even it's just that I even prefer the layout of the store because I like the layout of the store, for example. So it's
That's
like
true.
stuff like that. I go to.
So is it more loyalty or more convenience of habit than it is loyalty?
Yeah, because you'll still
Or is
shop
there a
at other grocery
difference?
stores, right?
Is there a
Absolutely
difference
not.
between those?
only
You
super-
won't shop at other grocery stores?
only
Get the fuck
superstore
outta here.
chains.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you pop me into a metro, I'll like fight for my life to get out of there.
While he buys a few things on his way out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as the guys pushing the carts in, sometimes I get stuck. I'm like, hey, where are we going? Where are we going? I start to have a panic attack.
While I'm here, I need some Pop Tarts.
I need some red onions.
I'm trying to think of what else. What else you could be loyal to? Or if you can hear.
Oh, Carl brings up a good point. Like, I mean, he's talking specifically Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu loyalty. We can broaden that up to like sports loyalty. To me, that's a big thing.
Like a
Especially,
team one? You mean like a team?
Yeah, like team loyalty. Like for example, and I'll speak specifically to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because that's what I know best as far as sports go.
You don't even know that really well, so
Loyalty to the club, to your teammates, to your teacher means everything. Like those guys who just like club hop, and I mean, like, it's good to see how you stack up against other people. Like, okay, if I'm the best in my club, but maybe my club's just shit. I mean, that's what tournaments are for. But it's good to get a variety. But yeah, I think loyalty to your team is paramount because those are the guys who are making you better. It's funny because it's a team sport and an individual sport at the same time. Like competition time, it's just me, but I'm only as good as I am because of my team, and yeah, loyalty to your team is everything to me. That's probably where loyalty is really only a factor to me. Everywhere else, I don't really care.
So you probably hate me because whenever there's like a sports event going, I will always bandwagon semifinals, and that's when I decide what team I want to be with.
But it's a consistent loyalty.
Yeah, I'm consistent about it for sure.
Yeah, because it's funny because Jake, my brother Jake is like that. He's like the least loyal for like he's got like the jerseys of like the best players on like every team. So it's like who do you really like?
So he's loyal to skill.
Yeah, talent. I guess so.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! Okay, you can say that. Yeah.
But he's not loyal to a team. See, the thing is with it's so inconsistent. So let's say I'm not a sports person, but let's say you're loyal to the Leafs, and they decide to trade off Sidney Crosby to the Chicago Bulls.
It's Bill. It's Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby to the Chicago Bulls, and you change. Are you no longer loyal, or is it because I feel like the last
are you
good
loyal
factor?
To the player?
Well, what if it's not even the player? What if it's just like, okay, well, the last good reason for this team to be good had just left. Now I'm going to switch teams completely. So instead of going to Chicago Bulls, you go to a completely third-party team.
You could do that. So that's actually like a comparison. I'm a Red Wings fan in the NHL. Like we're in a very very bad spot. Right? Like we're not going to be good for like probably the next like 10 years. So it's like I have like secondary teams that I kind of like. Oh, like it'll be cool to see these guys win as an alternative. Because I'm like, I know right now it's just not, it sucks being a fan of the Red Wings. But it's like, I have like a secondary until like we're ready to, and does that make me a fake fan? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Carl makes a good point, and I mean, I think we all know the difference. But he was saying, I mean, what you guys are talking about is fan loyalty versus like competition loyalty. As fan loyalty, I only have loyalty to George St. Pierre. And nobody else.
So then, who do you cheer for now? You
now
go bet 365 Sports.
Jake
or whatever?
Paul.
That's it. Fuck off.
Lee's a big Jake Paul advocate.
Yo, why don't you call out Jake
hate
Paul? You should call out Jake Paul.
Because he's gonna make fun of me because I don't get any fucking views. So he's like, yo, fuck this chump. I'd love to fight him. I don't hate on the guy. Yo, you can't hate the guy. It's the easiest job in the world. He literally makes fun of people, and people are biting every time. I respect what he's doing.
Got your hat.
I fucking respect everything he's doing. He's the funniest troll right now. He's making stupid money. Congrats to him. He's not an amazing boxer. He's got skill. He's not amazing, but
could you take him in a boxing match?
I'm sorry.
You think you could take him in a boxing match?
Right now, like if we were to square up right now, no. I think
like if you had time to train.
He's a big guy, but I believe in myself. I think I could do it. Sure.
That is the
if it's an MMA
shit I've ever heard.
If it's an MMA fight, I
believe in myself.
If it's an MMA fight, I think I win.
So self-loyalty.
Wow. No, I'm just kidding. Belief in yourself is the strongest type of loyalty that exists. Be true to yourself.
It's the only person you need to be loyal to.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to talk about was so there's that like philosophy. There's like a saying for it. What is it? What is it, like protect in the streets and correct in private?
Freak in the sheets.
Yeah, freak in the sheets, correct in the streets.
Or like protect in public, correct in private, something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
No, correct your privates. Don't be public.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, man. You're the one saying the saying wrong.
You just said it with such conviction.
What?
Yo,
I'm
sorry,
just quoting you.
I want to go way off track here quickly before we get back to this. How come we haven't been using our shave my ass and cut the grass?
What is it?
Is that not it?
Yeah,
that
what,
not
it was
the line?
something like that. Well, yeah, what was it? Cut the grass and shave my ass. Hey, it's Matty Aquino. Something like that. Yeah, we gotta get that going again.
Yeah, I forgot we were gonna.
That's
we
a
haven't
good
used
one.
that card. But anyways, I'm sorry. It's just I don't know what made pop into my head. Someone just said.
No, you're right. Yeah, we gotta make a point to use that more. But no,
What's this? What's this saying?
it's something like protect in public, correct in private. I don't know if that's exactly it, but essentially what it means is like if you're loyal to your gang and stuff. For example, examples: the three of us are out, and oh, let's say we're out at dinner and Lucas finds a hair in his food, and Lucas starts blowing up at the server. As what people would say is, as a loyal friend, what I'm going to do is I'm going to back Lucas up. I don't have to say anything, but I'm going to back Lucas up, let him do his thing. And when we're in private is when I correct him, so that as to not embarrass him in front of anyone else, or to show that we're not a unified front. It works for friends. It's like for gangs, a big part of like relationships to show that there's unity between the couple and that I'm not. You know what I mean?
If I'm drunk, walking on the street at like 5 a.m. because I'm hungover, but I'm constantly drinking, and this 6-year-old on a bike comes, clips my toe, and I'm about to scrap, do you guys have my back then? And you're gonna correct me after we beat the shit out of him?
Bro,
Talking private?
you don't have to say a word before that kid even gets like 2 feet from you after clipping your toes. I already flattened him. For you.
He's gonna.
find him.
Yo, what if he flattened me? Like, what if I can't get back up from the accident because
Then I'm loyal to the kid. I'm loyal to the kid.
the new king, Viva la Vida,
You're a new leader now. Yeah,
Wakanda
So,
forever.
Yeah, okay, I want to get your opinions on it first, and then I want to touch on Carl's point because that is
So
where
the
I
thing
was
is
going with it.
the quote is defend her in public, correct her in private. It literally says like
Is that what it is?
her, because
Okay.
it's talking about like a partner.
No, okay, yeah, but they also do that with like groups of friends as well, like
No,
gangs and shit.
not on Google.
Yes. Okay.
No,
All right.
I'm googling it, so
All
you're
right.
wrong.
My bad. Are you using Google Streets?
Yeah, in the sheet. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Shush. There. Defend her in public. Correct her in private. What do you guys think of that?
That sounds more aggressive. Like that sounds like a domestic.
No, it's I
defend
don't
her,
know what
defend her in public and correct her in private sounds fairly aggressive. I don't know.
It does. No, you're right. You're right.
It depends. It depends what the point being made is. Like,
That's-
is it something that like
So another
I know is way
6-year-old,
wrong?
another 6-year-old on a bike comes by.
Like, are we talking like it's a belief or it's like an argument? Like, what is it?
Well, then that's exactly my point. Is I think it entirely depends on the situation at hand. But for it to be like I don't want to say a mantra, but like a code of life, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that should be a code to just blindly follow at all times. I think I think there are points where you need to be corrected in public and like
In real time. In real time.
In real time,
Yeah.
I need to put you in check and say, "Yo, fucking pull your shit together, man. Like, what are you doing? You're being fucking crazy."
Like I'm not gonna disagree. I'm not gonna agree with something I know is wrong because it's something my partner believes and is speaking about. I'll just be like, sorry, I don't share that belief, but I can see where you're coming from. But am I gonna straight up be like, I agree, even though I know this is not right? I don't think so. Maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe that's where I'm just not a good person. You know?
So Carl says that this is basically parenting, and this is basically where I was going to go with this. Is like in front of the kids, you want to show that you're united because you don't want to show that you can be separated because kids will absolutely take advantage of that. And when you're not on a united front, there's signs of weakness. Weaknesses, sure, that's the word I'm going to use. I agree with that, and I disagree with that. I still think there are certain cases where you should correct your other partner in front of your kid. For example, if your partner's setting a bad example for the kid, if you let that slide and then correct in private, the kid now thinks that's okay, right?
That's a good point. Right.
So like if you're doing something stupid, like for example, if we're out at dinner, a family dinner, and let's say Matt gets drunk and is yelling at the waiter, or something, I'm not gonna let that happen. If I'm your wife, it's just waiting.
Oh, he's hinting. He's
fucking waiting.
Too bad these wives to be. Ha. That's why you're the first wife.
That's right. Yeah, I like if it's my partner who's acting out and stuff in front of kids, I'm not just gonna back that. I'm gonna tell my kids like, no, this is unacceptable. Like this isn't a good. However, if we're disciplining the kid, I get that. Like if mom
Yeah.
says
You're gonna be like-
you're grounded, yes, you're grounded. I'm with you.
Yeah.
You know
What
what
you
I mean?
gotta be is like, kids, plug your ears. Emma, what the fuck are you doing out here? You're embarrassing me in front of our kids.
Yeah, you're like, don't listen to mom. She's being a bitch right now. Don't do what mom's doing. Don't
It's
do that.
funny because sorry, a little bit of a tangent, but like, yeah, my wife used to be big into like a lot of conspiracies. With mind you, this was when she was like younger, so she didn't really dig into
Like
it.
last year?
That's younger. She's still young.
Younger than she was like last week.
Oh, when she was younger, and like she wouldn't do the most amount of research, but like she'd hear some compelling arguments, and when you're a kid, like that's all you really fucking need to start believing in something. So she just kind of held it, never did any more research into it, and then we started dating and stuff, and she'd bring it up to me. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And like we dissect it together, and she's like, "Oh shit! Like no, you're right." Like and you know, now being older, more mature, and us actually digging into it, she'd be on the side of being like, "Oh yeah, that's fucking crazy." But I told her, I was like, if we ever have kids and we're sitting at the dinner table talking with the kids, and you spill some shit like that, as soon as dinner's over and everyone clears their plates and everyone's about to leave, I'm gonna call the kids right back to the table and be like, okay. Everything mommy said, fucking forget it. Fucking forget it. We're gonna have a real conversation now. Mommy had a little too much wine in her chicken piccata. She's full of shit right now.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Exactly.
And Britney Spears shaved her head to distract us from 9/11. Those are all true facts. The kid's like, okay, thanks, Dad.
Yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, because Carlos gave you some good points about, you know, like arguing and you know, better to not disagree in front of the kid. So this is something we'll have to review this one day after we all have kids to see like, fuck, you know, that's it. That's the case.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like, I think, like, loyally, you're gonna side for that person's best interest, whether they're, like, if they're wrong, you're gonna disagree with them constructively.
Yes,
Right,
not
right.
in the intent to embarrass
You're
her.
not gonna be like, checking my wife over there, fucking idiot. But like, a good example is like, so my mom had someone come pick up our old vehicle. We sold it to a scrapyard. It's like 370,000 kilometers Audi A4. Man, those things are tanks. But we like ran through that car. It's destroyed. We got rear-ended twice
You
on it.
ran right through
My
it.
brother and I both learned how to drive on it. It was a shit show. Like it's gone. So anyway, the guy came here and basically agreed to 800 before he came and tried to haggle my mom. And my mom's instinct was, old school European, is started calling him out. Like, she legit was like, "You're a piece of shit. You guys can't do this to people, especially during a pandemic. Like, we agreed on a price, now you're gonna come try to haggle me for an, you know." And she's going off. So I had to stop her in her tracks right there and be like, "Listen, mom, like, let's take a step back." And then that's when I think it was more so I wasn't disagreeing. I was just being the anger translator, like that Key and Peele skit for Obama, where I was like, "Listen, we negotiate 800, not gonna happen." And my mom's like, "You guys are fucking idiots!" Like in the background, "You guys are fucking idiots! All these guys fucking." So yeah, anyway, like we won't take it for now.
Yeah, it's not disagreeing. You're just filtering out what's constructive at the time. Like,
Right.
what are we getting out of profanities and anger and stuff? Like, that's you're not disagreeing. You're just keeping the situation civil.
Yeah.
Which I think is important. It's funny that Carl says he says all this, but he fucks up all the time and disagrees in front of his kids all the time.
No, you know why? When they get older, then it becomes like, who's the cooler parent? I gotta be the cooler parent.
Yo, I feel like a lot of people will not agree to that, but that is 100% the case.
Yeah.
It is who's a cooler parent, and it's definitely gonna be me. My wife knows.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna be the
I'm
cooler
a fucking
parent.
cool parent. Like my kids will love my wife. Obviously, they're gonna have a great time with her. But as soon as Daddy comes home, they're gonna say, "Yes! Oh my God!
The champ is back.
God, wow!
Wow! Oh my God!" Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
I'm gonna
champ is
make sure
here.
my kids treat me that, like they greet me like that. I'm gonna be like, whenever you see me, this is how you have to say that. Oh my God, Dad!
Wow! They gotta do the whole eye roll thing too. Wow!
That's so funny.
Goodness gracious.
It's fascinating that you could, like, realistically, this is a little off topic too, but like, you could realistically, like, teach your child, like, that's how you greet people, and then they would just go out and, like, do that stuff. Like, isn't it weird to think that? Like, you have full like that's first like, yeah, that's fucked up. At the same time, my dad used to like when so a bunch of my cousins were growing up, when they were like young, he would like teach them like he would like hold up a red car and be like, "This is blue." It's
Oh,
like,
wow.
God.
The great power.
Glenn sons Peter like, but then it was funny because then when you had Sky, it was the other way around. They were like jokingly doing. He's like, "No, stop it."
That's so funny.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, my mom, every time there's a newborn and stuff, or when they're toddlers and stuff, she always will say like words that are very close to cuss words, just to like egg them on. She'll be like, "Oh, you're such a pucker," and wait for the kids to say like, "Oh, like son of a Mitch," and just shit like that, just to get the kids to like cuss and stuff. But I'm like, "Yeah, you're just a little dickhead."
You say that in front of the kids?
Yeah.
Don't listen to Grandma. She's a dickhead.
Someone's gotta tell them what's up. At least I'm honest.
Exactly. Even my kids will know that I'm loyal with them because I'm not afraid to hold the truth back to them. Just because she's your grandma doesn't mean she's exempt from being a dickhead. That's just life, baby.
Yo, kind of, I guess, related. I was working out the other day, and like my nieces come downstairs, and they're working out with me.
It's a fake story.
This is legit. So, I'm not fucking Lukasz.
And my nieces started to squat 400 pounds anyway.
No, so like I'm working out, my niece's like, "Oh, can I work out with you?" I'm like, "Absolutely." Like I love spending time with them. It's so cute to see them try and work out too, because they're like 6 and 7. They ain't doing shit. They like pick up a 2.5 pound weight and they're curling. And they're like, "Oh yeah, look at this." It's fucking cute. It's like I finished my workout.
Correct their form?
No, they're gonna snap.
What a monster, bro! So they're doing it wrong.
They're gonna snap their shit up. So I finished working out, and like I stand in front of them, and I'm like, "Okay, be honest with me now. What do I gotta work on? Like, what am I doing tomorrow? Like, to be honest, what needs to change?" And they're like, "Oh, like no, nothing." I'm like, "No, not. I'm on a long journey. Like I know there's stuff to do. What do I gotta work on?" And they're like, "No, you're perfect. Mommy says everyone's perfect in their own way." And I was like, "Wow, you just called me fat. Like, that's the you just called me fat. What the fuck you
I was
mean?"
gonna say, I'm starting with PTSD.
Or skinny.
Or yeah, either way, I'm not looking. I'm nowhere near my goal. Like, what the fuck you mean I'm perfect?
You're that fake perfect. You're like, no, I don't fake perfect.
I was like, look, yes, everyone's beautiful in their own way, but I need to work on some stuff. What do I gotta work on? And then like I was like, do I need to work on like my stomach? And one of my nieces was like maybe, but like you're okay. And I was like, okay, thanks. There's a little more honesty in there. I appreciate it.
Carl's like, why do you have 2.5 dumbbells? Obviously for chest press.
You superset every weight. If you're pumping, let's say 35, you go every weight down.
Every single one.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why I have fucking two. I didn't buy those.
I squat 2.5
like
pound dumbbells, and so you get these massive chicken legs like mine.
He still has the guard supports in case he can't get it up with that 2.5. Oh, I need a spot.
That's why I have to hold my beer with 2 hands. I'm like,
yeah, shaking. Yikes! That was.
Whoa! What did you do? Well, that was a weird motion.
Wow! Carl says, "Work on your face."
Like what? Told you that?
Just drop the plate on my face. I'd probably look better.
Oh, whoa! Relax over there. We had. Didn't you have an incident like that in the past?
Yes, I did. Do I have to tell that story now?
Yeah. Tell them how you try to force a makeover on someone.
Okay. So
loyalty.
Wow, this was like 6 years ago, I think. I was at the gym with my girlfriend at the time, and and she's benching. She's not benching a lot because she's fucking weak. But she's benching, and she passes the bar up to me, and I swear I racked it. I thought I racked it, but I guess I didn't rack one end. Or it was just enough that it was like, it sat there for a second, so I thought it was good. And I moved my hands, and she still stays there laying there, taking a fucking snooze or something. And the bar drops on one end and just swings out and cracks her fucking jaw. Fractures her jaw. Her mouth is bleeding and shit. And I feel like trash.
What? Actually? Is that true?
Yes. Oh, 100%. Yes.
I didn't know fractures.
Oh, that's why her face is like that.
No, she looked like that before. I had low standards. Rude. I'm so sorry. That's not.
She's a guest. She's a guest.
Everyone's beautiful in their own ways.
Mommy said.
No, but I feel fucking horrible. And what it kind of broke my heart at the same time, but also I was just kind of like, yo, are you fucking serious right now? Is the first words out of her mouth is, why would you drop it on my face? And I was like, oh, like I fucking meant to. Like this was all part of Lee's plan. Like, what you can't. No, I get it. What kind of stupid question is that? Let's just take you to the fucking doctor, you.
Out of curiosity, can you please tell us the sound effect of it hitting her face? Like her sound effect when it hit. Go ahead.
Her sound effect?
Yeah.
or both. Both the weight swing and then the...
Okay.
At the same time.
What? Every sound? Oh,
Yeah.
just like the chain reaction would have been like...
Yeah, like the whole event.
Okay, so she racks... Lee takes it, racks it, it unracks... Whoosh, boom,
It sounded like
wait, no, I'm not done. Why would you drop that on my face?
You're a monster, bro. I'm never working out with you.
I'm a fucking dickhead for making fun of that, but I felt horrible for so long. And you know what's even worse about it? She's such a dickhead. So like literally maybe a month and a half later is when I crashed my first car. And she was in the car with me. I crashed my first car, totaled right off. And like I'm so disappointed in myself that night. I'm frazzled every time. I'm just like, fuck, like I can't believe this. And my mind is in a million different places, and I'm trying to collect myself. And literally, what she says to me, she's like, "Look, I know you're trying to kill me, but like you don't have to crash your car." And it's like she's referencing the fucking bench press thing. I was like, "Yo, bitch, you think this is what I want to hear right now? Like, fuck off."
Yo, kudos. That's good humor. That's good humor right there.
For her, I suppose.
Carl says you clearly feel awkward.
Clearly.
I did feel bad about it.
You did. Yeah.
I did. I feel bad about making fun of it, but like I don't feel so
Do
bad.
you though?
No.
You gotta make light of the funny things that happens.
Right? That's life. That's life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post. Can we post this clip on Instagram and I can tag her in it?
Yeah. I'll send it to her directly.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be one of the clips.
Go fucking kill me! Oh my god.
Do we want to do a hypothetical for this week? Yeah. Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Sure. Anyone got anything?
I can bank one off the top of my head. It kind of more, I guess, a question that we would ask, but kind of backtrack a little.
Okay.
Okay, so going back to loyalty here, if you are someone who's in a relationship, what to you is breaking loyalty when you have a female friend? When does the boundary come where you're like, okay, like this is starting to break what you would consider loyalty? Because there's people like, for example, like if you have a strong bond with a female friend, just someone who you've known, like you grew up with, but you talk to them about emotional issues going on in your relationship, is that something where you're like breaking loyalty with? Or is that you confiding
Is it something
in
that you... So wait, is it something that I've talked to my partner about already? Like, I feel like you should be able to talk to your partner about like if there's something...
Okay, so that's a scenario.
Wrong.
So if
Like,
let's say it's fresh, let's say an incident just happened, and then you need to get an opinion. You're like, oh my god, I just crashed my car with my girl in it, and you know she called me out for trying to kill her, and then you talk to your friend about it. Is that something that you would say like you're being disloyal now, where you should have talked about that stuff first? Because there's just people out there who need that, like, okay, I need a second opinion before I react to it because I feel like I might overreact or underreact or something.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Maybe I'm just slow, but I think I now understand your question. So you're saying if I go to someone before my partner, is that being disloyal to my partner?
Sure, we'll change it to that. Yes.
Okay.
I would say it depends on the... And I assume this is... Do you mean someone of the opposite sex, or is it like if I were to come to like Lee and be like, "Yo, listen, this is what's going on." Like,
so why would there be a difference?
Are you
why would there be a difference? Because to me, there shouldn't be a difference, but I know ultimately some people are going to see the difference.
Ultimately, there is. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. There really shouldn't be. If I have a female friend that's at the same caliber, or let's say it's the exact same relationship that I have with Lee, just female, so it's Leanne. Yeah, I don't think there would be, like, it's hard to think of a scenario that I would go to someone else before your partner if it involves your partner directly.
Yeah, I don't think it's disloyal because I think they're like, I don't think you should feel any shame or guilt in having different conversations and different relationships with other people. For example, if something happened at work, I'm like, I'll still talk to my wife about it, but I'll sooner go to you two about it because you guys can empathize with me and you guys can understand exactly what I'm going through. Because,
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I think it entirely depends on the situation, and I don't think you should feel bad for going to someone who's going to understand your story and your side of the story better. Again, doesn't mean I'm not going to my wife at any point, but I might go somewhere where I'm going to get some empathy first.
Right.
So I was gonna interpret your question, Lucas, as like with, let's say, someone of, well, I guess let's say the opposite sex is what I was initially understood from the question. Like, would you say, like, where's the boundary with, like, a topic of conversation where it's, like, considered, like, you know, like, gray zone, like,
like,
when conversations about, like, something sexual with someone that's not your partner, like, is that, you know,
when does a topic become disloyal with someone of the opposite sex? Yes. So let's now take that spin on it. So to me, it's always, I mean, we could always say, well, it's all about intent, obviously. Sure. Right? Like, you could have a friendship where you've always talked about stuff, but it's like, then shouldn't you be changing the way you react? Like, let's say you had a friend and when you were single you'd always talk about, you know, like, sexual experiences and stuff like that. Are you going to start talking about your current partner's sexual experiences now with your friend of the opposite sex, or is that now supposed to be a different boundary because of where you are at with your relationship?
I think it entirely depends on what's confidential within your relationship, whether it be sexual or not. It's just, if this is supposed to be confidential information, I'm not going to talk about it with anyone. I'm that kind of guy. Like, I respect that.
Right.
Like, even if, like, if you tell me not to tell anyone, I'm not going to tell anyone. And if someone comes to me and says, hey, I'm not supposed to say anything, but I'd be like, yo, well, just don't say it then. Like, if you want to, I'll be all ears, sure. But I'm not going to,
like, don't feel like,
don't feel
the
need, to leak it.
But in that specific scenario that you put up, again, I think it's just a confidential thing. Like, if my partner is not okay with me talking about our sexual interactions with anybody, then I'm not going to do it with anybody, regardless of gender.
Agreed.
But if she knows, that's like let's say she assumes that that's something the guys talk about, which is a weird. Maybe we're just those losers. I don't know, but it's weird. It's weird that that's a stereotype for guys, but we don't fucking do that.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah,
we don't do that.
Yeah, my partner was like, "You guys, like, talk about it?" I was like, "No." I was like, "No, like, not really." I'm like, "Do you like? We're like kind of." I was like, "Really?"
We actually are I guess what I've been told is a very unique group of guys. Where us three, like, we've had guys who are part of our friend group, like, every so often we would just, like, kind of, like, talk about, like, oh, like, I went to Cuba, I met this chick, we started smashing. I'm like, I don't really, like, want to hear it. I don't really care. Like, we weren't ones to brag about, oh my god, sexual encounters and stuff like that. Like, we weren't ever that group of friends, or, like,
I can't talk about them. I don't have them.
I found the best video last night. 3.5 minutes, perfect. At St. Ives lotion. Oh. No, but in Lucas's exact example there, like, if one of my friends came to me and said, "Oh, I went to Cuba and I met some girl and I smashed stuff," my first question would probably be like, "How was the food?" Like, I don't care what you did. Like, tell me about your trip. Like, I don't know. Again, maybe we're a bunch of dorks. I don't know. Maybe we're fucking beta bitches. Who knows? But, like, we don't have those conversations. But if it's assumed, if my partner assumes that us guys just have those chats and she's kind of okay with it, well, if it happens to be a girl in our crew, then yeah, I'm still gonna do it. Like, these are still the boys. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that changes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Carl said he once slammed a tailgate on his wife's head. Don't feel too bad.
Okay, but the difference is I didn't do it intentionally. Sounds like Carl might have.
Damn it.
He's talking about how they fucking disagree in front of the kids all the time. He was probably pissed off because she was like, "Carl, you're a fucking idiot," in front of his sons, and he's like, well, bam. Carl, that's not okay. That's not okay, Carl.
He, like, ripped it off the car too, which now now he's got to get that. He has to get that fixed on top.
Yeah.
That's
That's
he said
come on,
Sandy's
man.
going off with her thoughts about what we're talking about. He told her to log in and comment, but she won't.
Sandy, what the hell?
Yeah, what's going on, Sandy?
Oh, Sandy, we want to hear your thoughts. We do.
Maybe she's just a little shy because she thought Lucas was cute. Was that?
Yeah, I'd be embarrassed.
who knows?
I'd be embarrassed to show my face if I said something like that too. Thinking Lucas
I
is
don't know.
cute.
Her
Keep
new
that shit
account
to yourself,
is gonna-
Sandy.
Lucas fan 68.
Then she's Carl said of Cuba food was shit. We actually the resort that I went to 2 years ago, the food was actually incroyable, as they say en français, which
Yeah.
means it was incredulous.
Yeah, if you go to
yeah,
Cuba, you
yeah.
got to bring your own hot sauce, salt, and pepper. Then everything's alright.
I can bring the mayo.
Gross.
How did they let you sneak past security? I always try to bring a bottle of mayo. What's your technique?
I'll show you after.
Stay tuned for this clip.
We're gonna be on our OnlyFans.
Gross.
Strictly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you guys have to subscribe.
Did we have
there's
anything
something
else? Oh,
I was
fine.
going to ask, and now I forgot because we went on so many tangents.
We gotta remember,
well.
we got 3 minutes left.
Fuck! It was a good loyalty question.
Stay low to the topic.
I'm just
Yeah, dude. That's fucked.
jackass.
Oh, I guess we could talk out. We could talk about. Are we gonna wait? I'm seeing here on our thing. Our moderator has a new song. Are we gonna talk about the new song? When does that? What's that?
Yeah, our
30th?
moderator has a new song that's dropping on July 30th. A very different vibe from her first two songs. Obviously, we'll put the link in the bio when it drops. I like this one. This one's probably one of my out of the three that have. Well, this will be the third one released. Out of the three, this is my favorite for sure.
I also agree. I also haven't listened to the second one.
Still?
Yeah.
That's called Ear Monster, dude.
But I was
wanna
there for the
follow-
music video of the
sorry,
first one.
I think our Instagram link in our YouTube bios is not right. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm just seeing that now, but it's not.
Yeah, we'll correct that.
I don't know where we fixed that, but we'll have to. I don't know why I just done it now.
That's fine.
We can figure it out later.
But yeah, new song dropping July 30th. Sounds Like Emma is her handle.
And believe it or not, she does actually sound like Emma.
Oh yeah, she sounds a little like Emma.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Interesting. Fascinating.
Yeah, it's neat.
We'll post a pre-save link for the song. I don't know if that was meant for us to say out loud. I just did, so apologies.
Yep,
If
we're
that
gonna-
was. Yeah,
We
I
can.
just did. We'll share that, and then, we got feedback. We had briefly talked about this. If we didn't ask us anything, would you guys want that like once a month? Like, would you guys be cool doing an AMA more frequently? Like, we had some people who say that those kind of topics are the best because it gets newer viewers to understand potentially or get to know more about who we are.
And it's free
And
reign.
who-
There's no
yeah,
topic.
Nothing's
Yeah.
off the table.
Did we
So-
want to do a little tease of our guest this month, or are we holding on?
Let's hold on for a bit.
Okay.
So we're supposed to have a guest
I'm
for
just
this
gonna let
month.
you know. Okay.
Okay, we're supposed to have one, but we don't have it 100% confirmed as of
Okay.
right now.
Well, if it does get confirmed, I'll just let you guys know that I'm very interested in this topic. I think it's gonna be a
Yeah,
good
me too.
one.
Me too.
Once we get that confirmed, we'll give you guys more details because I don't want to tease you guys and then it fall through. But it should be real interesting.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait till we confirm those two. All right. Well,
Cool.
that takes us to the end of this epi, and let's say Sandy. Hopefully next week you'll have an account of your own, so you can.
If
give
I don't
us
see
the
Sandy in the
feedback.
chat next week, someone's house is getting egged. And it's-
sorry, Lucas.
It's
and
mine.
I was gonna say,
I was gonna say it's probably
Lucas's.
my house. Sandy, please. Sandy, for my house.
I can't do this again.
My parents are gonna like come outside and be like, Sandy.
All right, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a great, strong start to your week, and we'll see y'all next weekend.
Take care, everybody.